Welcome back to WeChat Marketing Asia. So let me bring on our next speaker joining us from Singapore. I'd like to introduce you to XIao Saunders. She's currently the marketing director of The Rain WeChat Marketing, based in Singapore. But she's also, in charge of sales and business development for the franchise of F45 across the Asian region. So XIao today is going to talk today about how recession is the best time to double up your WeChat marketing budget and why. So Xiao, go ahead, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in into my WeChat marketing section. Again, thank you, Max and the team for inviting me and then putting all this work behind it. It's such an honor, and I'm so humbled to sharing this platform, this wonderful platform with all of the other WeChat marketing experts out there. So without further delay, let me share my screen and then we can get started. We get it kicking. So here you go. This is my topic for today. That I'm from The Rain WeChat marketing company. So we are definitely one of the biggest WeChat marketing company in Singapore. And later I will explain about the what kind of companies we've done before. So firstly, so the agenda for today is how to instantly connect it to Chinese clients. Doesn't matter where are they if they're in Thailand, in Cambodia, in Singapore, or if they're in China. So WeChat marketing branding strategy with real clientele cases. We're gonna share you with how much they spent and then what kind of result they get. So stay tuned for that. And how so at the very end, feel free to add me on LinkedIn and also on WeChat. We're gonna choose 10 lucky winners to get a phone call from our team. Then we will design a customized WeChat marketing campaign strategy for your company. So it says like worth more than $1,000, but a brilliant marketing marketing idea can definitely be priceless. Let's start. This is my WeChat code, and then this is my name card, and then you can see in the name card we have done WeChat marketing for all of these companies. There are a few new ones we haven't put it in. Is National University of Singapore and the Singapore Flyer and Mr. Bin and of course F45 and many more. So we've done for Scoot Airline and then Maybank and Propnex and AIA and CDL, which is a Singapore famous developer, and Singapore Tourism, Thailand Tourism, all of that. So again, appreciate for your time spending with me this afternoon. To start with, we know that because I'm from China, but I've been living in Singapore for the last 18 years. This is my home. So from my own experience, I see people around me like nobody know what on earth is WeChat, and then now 75% of the population in Singapore have WeChat installed. Some of them do not know how to use it; they just treat it as a messenger. But at least everybody has that app in their phone now. So, more than 3 million Chinese tourists came to Singapore. Of course, it's before COVID time. So how can they find your stores immediately on WeChat? Because as we all know, Facebook and then Instagram and Google keywords are all banned in China. Basically, if you don't exist on WeChat, your company just do not exist in a Chinese people's world. And then people who are using WeChat is young in Singapore, mainly below 35 years old, and then and many of them are trendsetters, like they're very influential as well. Just like any social media, if your content is good and then you're creative enough, your content will go viral. We can't say easily, like if people like on the advertising like surely will help you create go viral content. That's not true. We can try, but we never know. So do you think he knows why his first post got 1 million hits? Not first. Of course, he will go through quite a few to just constancy. We'll talk about it later. So the comparison of WeChat and Facebook is, let's say if I spend, because on WeChat, each user is only allowed to see 3 advertisements a day in your WeChat moment. So it's impossible for you to see nonstop advertising keep on feeding in your WeChat moment, which is like Facebook wall. But on Facebook, you can see hundreds of advertisements every day. That actually encourage the decrease of the Facebook user, because there's so many advertisers out there. But WeChat, Tencent, which is the mother company, they're the biggest gaming company in the world. So they real revenue is from the online games. So they don't really care too much about the advertising money. But Facebook is mostly purely surviving on advertising. So they don't want to disturb the WeChat users' experience out there. And then this is the rough look of a WeChat moment. How's that look like? So we can take a look at this. So you can have your nickname, and then I always change the nickname because people can have the weirdest nickname and I can never find them on WeChat ever again. And then you have to have your advertising wording. The wording has to be less than 40 words. So you just can't like blast out a huge advertise that it's all about consumers, the user experience. So you want a user experience as planned as possible. And then you have one picture. So once you click on this picture on the WeChat moment advertise, they can lead you to example CDL. So that's, we did it for them. So then you can see the wording here is that the sponsored. So he says sponsored, it means advertise. You click on this picture, and then you said, and then you come out to this landing page, and then you're able to register your name and phone number to register your interest. So that's how we help the new launch condos to generate the leads for the developers to convert them. How to lead the right advertise to meet the right customers. So we have to choose from their interest, their age, the demographic, all of that. How are we going to do that? I'm going to explain each details in the next page. So for WeChat moment advertise, we have 18 different kinds of versatile tags. So we will not advertise traveling to somebody who's only interested in let's say beauty. So it's a very narrow but it's very accurate. Sometimes narrow is not a bad thing. Being niche can always be a good thing. So this is a different tag. So we can choose from the first tier tag, and then we can choose even from second tier tag. From we can break it down even smaller. So we can do things can be chosen. We can choose the gender. We want to target male or female, like beauty. Of course, we're gonna more target on female. What kind of mobiles they're using. So we can choose Android or iPhone, and then we can choose they're married or not married. We can choose their education level. Let's say our client, National University of Singapore, we're helping them to promote the MBA program. So first, definitely we have to choose people who are definitely have the bachelor and then have the interest, want to study in Singapore, and then they are searching for the good reputation schools in Southeast Asia, because people from a not very good school has a very slim chance to apply for National University of Singapore, which is like the best university in Asia. Singapore real case study. This delivery company is called Anje Delivery. The advertising spending budget is $2,000. $2,000 is what we pay to Tencent. That we create the content, and all of that is definitely extra cost. On that, by the way, all our writers team and the management team are all in Singapore, so it's easier to communicate, and then we understand what is the trend in Southeast Asia faster than the team who are based in China. Of course, we know if we do the team who are based in China is definitely cheaper, but for better service of our clients, we make sure they're all based in Singapore. So let's continue. So in Singapore, this Anjie delivery WeChat moment, you can see the wording here, advertised right here, and then you can see 3rd of May. So 3rd of May, we spent 1,000 Sing dollars, which is 5,000 RMB, and then we had 100K impressions. So that means 100K people have seen that on their WeChat advertise, on the WeChat moment advertise section. So people ask me how much of $1,000 can last or whatever. It depends. Per click is per click. And once someone clicks it, it's used up. So if your if a lot of people looking at your advertise, everything can finish within a few minutes, right? But if not many people are looking at it, it can last for half a day or a whole day. So this is for 2 days we spent 20,000 20,000, you know, sorry. Oh, sorry, it's a mistake. I wrote, so it's 10,000 RMB, which is 10,000 RMB, which is 2,000 Sing dollars. So for 2,000 Sing dollars, we had a 20K impression. So this is Metro, which is based in Orchard. This is the case study I wish to share with you. Is they did not. Metro wasn't the one pay us for the advertise, but actually we wrote an article about Metro's closing down. We say that there's a lot of sorry, screen sharing here. So we said there's a lot of goods coming for discounts, and then people buy this and that, and then how many percent people buy shoes, and then people buy bags and all of that. And then you realize, oh my gosh, probably I bought too much. And then end of the day, it says, this is advertised. If you want to post things from Singapore to China, we can choose that. It's a free packaging, and then you can buy a $10 voucher with 680, and then only 500 vouchers out there. And then this is the campaign idea. We did it for them. Okay, next one. Sorry, sharing. Back to the PowerPoint. Okay, we're here. Next. So the most important thing about if you have a WeChat official account, many clients face the problem is like their click rate is like 10 or 20 per article. So if you write beautiful article, nobody can see it. It's no point, right? So we help them to gain the subscriber. So then it's 7-touch sales, 7-touch point for the sales. So you have to keep on educating them, be present, and then let them be your subscriber for a while. Then they will make the purchase. Most of them is like that. So the first day we helped them gain 700 fans, and then the second day gained 500 fans. Then so that's all because of the WeChat marketing, WeChat moment advertising. So next one, I would like to explain how we pick up the demographic. So let's come to the Tencent backend data. It has difference of residential and travel. So I choose residential. How to define a residential? Whoever open WeChat continuously 14 days in Singapore, we consider he's a Singapore resident. So Singapore resident every day, if I want to do my advertise, the maximum hit I can go for 60K time impressions a day. And I can choose men or women I want to target. I can choose the age here as well. So you can see the age here. And then let's try for this is all real backend data. We screenshot a few weeks ago. So here is for the Malaysia residential. It's about 2 million. Actually, we have a lot of WeChat user in Malaysia. That's why Maybank is one of the biggest bank in Malaysia. Is our clients. We write all the articles for them in English. And then in Malaysia, because before WhatsApp has a function of audio chatting, audio message, then a lot of function of WhatsApp is actually copying WeChat. So they also, can we download the WeChat? And then when they're doing the game playing, they can video or audio each other to do the game playing. Okay, and then the data for travelers in Malaysia. So that's great for the local attraction advertising and also hotels. So for hotels, we can even choose if you're a 5-star hotel or your budget hotel, we can target the exact right clientele for you. And then of course China. So if you put residential in Beijing, that's what's that, 20 million or something, right? So yeah, it's a lot more people there, and more people using WeChat. So usually we don't advertise like that. So if we say Beijing and the CBD area, let's say Chaowai, and then we make it that area, and then we choose the age, let's say between 25 to 45 years old, and then like married with kids, so we can advertise some kiddie product. So Scoot Airline, so is one of our clients. We did a great offline campaign for them, is gathering for the real-time data, real-time testimonial from them to what's the story between Scoot and myself. And then we got more than 10,000 comments because they're giving away a free airline ticket, like 2 sets or something. Next is our clients as well. So when you're doing the tips for you is when you're doing the official account, please get verified by Tencent. So you have to submit your business file and then everything. So Tencent will verify you're a legit company, and then they will check you year by year. So we'll guide you through step by step. So we also get this is the advertise of a Chinese medicine. I was like, oh my gosh, how to write a Chinese medicine. But like we wrote a beautiful article, and then we got 52K of viewings, and then we have more than 10,000 of comments. And these are real-time testimonial that you can put on your website, and then you send it to your other clients out there. So Alibaba Cause, we did it for them. We actually promote Alibaba Global Cause on WeChat because they came to us 3 days before this event. They only sold 1/3 of the tickets, but we just helped them to put 2 articles out, and then the whole events were sold out. Because you have to buy these tickets through NTUC website, and the NTUC website actually crashed because they never had that many people get on their website as one go. This is the articles we wrote for them, and then also Taobao University reported it as well. So we use them for in the Singapore KOL WeChat platform. It works as Wanda, and it's a durian seller. We only targeting to the people who like eating durian. If you don't, your education cost is too high. And then we current clients is F45. F45 is a global company. Like I have another role, is I'm the sales manager for the whole Asia of F45 franchise sales. So we grew from 0 to 2,000 studios globally. Now we're targeting China heavily. So this is the advertise F45 is doing for WeChat, with choosing 25 to 45 years old female, and then we choose who likes HIIT training, and then who we detect on their WeChat Pay. I know that they have enough income to afford this workout monthly payment, because we're not cheap to start with. Then they click on it, and then we will direct them to the F45 investment website, and when they generate the leads, and then we give the leads to the company. So this is the impression of each day. This is the data we will provide for after every time we run the advertising for them. So you can see how many impressions, and every day how much money you spend. And then this is the TikTok budget. we did it for F45 as well. And then you click on it, it goes to the investment website. And then this is the, we spent 2K and then about 700K impression, which is quite impressive. Almost a million, close to a million. And pay-click cost is only 0.6 Sing dollars. So we did in Guangdong, Beijing, and Shanghai, and then we will give you how many female clicks on it, how many male clicks on it, what's the age people click on it, and then what kind of phone they're using as well. And then every single one's impression, we can have that. So here is my linking. My linking code. Feel free to add me on linking, and I'm looking forward to give away. And this is my WeChat QR code. I'm looking forward to talk to you more, and then I'm excited to talk more at the Q&A section later. Feel free to ask me any WeChat related questions, like how let's brainstorm together for a better WeChat campaign out there, and then make our money, advertising money works better, to be honest. So thank you so much for the time, and then talk to you soon.
All right, thank you very much for this presentation. That was really interesting. So I just wanted to remind you very quickly that you can ask questions at any time using the comment sections right at the bottom of the screen. The speakers are here. They can take your questions in real time, but also after the live event. So if you have any questions, any issues you would like to share,